Well, it is finally upon us, the season finale of The Last of Us. And to my surprise, it is actually better than I thought it would be. Once again taking some liberties from the video game, while maintaining what generally transpired intact. The episode begins with Ellie's mother failing to flee from the infected, while also giving birth to Ellie, although I do find the execution of Ellie's birth to be far too clean. I will forgive it, as the positives this time around outweigh the negatives. For one, the show attempts to rationalize Ellie's immunity of the fungus, though I can also argue that if that is how she got her immunity, then shouldn't children who were born under similar circumstances have the same resistance as her? Another aspect I liked about this fresh take is adding weight to the difficulty of the decision Marlene had to make, as it was not established in the game that she was present when Ellie was born, nor if she was friends with her mother. This hits two birds in one stone, as it expounds on the story like never before, and further enriching Marlene as a well-written character. My main issue again, which I felt all throughout the show, is the lack of sufficient infected for the world to indeed truly feel like a post-apocalyptic world. I hope that in the next season, given the relative success of the show, more funding is allocated in hiring manpower to play as the infected for the added immersion, and in turn, the improvement of the show. As for the rest of the episode, while it does feel the remainder of the story that needed to be covered felt rushed, I felt that they managed to allocate what screen time remaining they had quite well, and successfully adapted how it went down in the game. From Ellie witnessing a giraffe for the first time, all the way to Joel finding out the sacrifice that is needed to procure a potential cure for the fungus. It goes down pretty much exactly the way players of the game expected. To wrap things up, the final episode of the first season of The Last of Us is a solid, despite its limited time and setbacks. The greater question, however, is do I recommend watching the show? Honestly, it depends. While many critics sing praises to it as the best video game adaptation to Grae's television, does faithful adaptation translate to an excellent or a must-watch TV show? In my humble opinion, it is not necessarily the case. Avid watchers of TV shows will probably be able to name at least several other shows in similar genres that they prefer or are better executed than The Last of Us. However, I will give credit to the show for setting a standard for video game adaptation. This show will be used as an example as to how to bring video game storytelling into film. I sincerely hope that The Last of Us becomes the catalyst for better video game adapted shows in the near future. With that said, if you highly value shows faithfully paying tribute to its roots, then The Last of Us is definitely right up your alley. For the rest of you who have joined me in watching this in its entirety, what do you think of the first season of The Last of Us? Are you excited for the second season? Sound off in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching, and do subscribe if you have not already. I will see you all next time.